Hello, class 12th, chapter Microbes in Human Welfare. If you'll see in the kitchen, you will find out there are so many changes taking place. You will not be able to see what are causing these, but changes are there. For example, change of milk to curd, bread, puffing of idli, formation of dosa, dhokla, etc. If you are putting a little bit of curd portion in the milk, after certain time period, it changes into curd. What is there which is causing the change of milk to the curd? The little portion that called inoculum which you are adding is actually containing a microorganism called lactobacillus or lactic acid bacteria lab, which grow in milk and convert it to curd. During the growth, the lab produces acid that coagulate and partially digest the milk proteins. A small amount of curd added to the fresh milk as inoculum or starter contains millions of lab which at suitable temperature multiply, thus converting milk to curd, which also improves its nutritional value by increasing vitamin B12 in our curd. In our stomach too, the lab plays very beneficial role in checking diseases causing microbes. The dough which is used for making foods such as dosa and idli is also fermented by bacteria. The purified and puffed up appearance of dough is due to the production of carbon dioxide because of the anaerobic respiration taking place. A number of traditional drinks and foods are also made by fermenting by the microbes. Toddy, a traditional drink of some parts of southern India, is made by fermenting sap from palms. Microbes are also used to ferment fish, soya bean, and bamboo. Cheese is one of the oldest food items in which microbes were used. Different varieties of cheese are grown by their characteristic textures, flavors, and taste, and especially coming from the microbes used. For example, the large hole in Swiss cheese are due to the production of a large amount of carbon dioxide by a bacterium named Propionibacterium schumannsii. The Roquefort cheese are ripened by growing a specific fungi on them, which gives them a particular flavor. Different household items are being produced by using the yeast or Saccharomyces cerevisiae. For example, production of the bread, buns, cakes, which is puffed by the carbon dioxide produced due to the fermentation, causing holes, making it suitable to eat. The dough of idli, dosa that is kept overnight for the fermentation, in which rice and urad dal they are mixed, grinded and kept overnight. Dhokla, khanam, same method is being used, that is the fermentation, where if kept for the longer time period can form the alcohol or the ethanol. Different juices have been used by fermenting it with the yeast for the production of beverages like wine, beer, whiskey, brandy or rum. For this purpose, the same yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, used for bread making and commonly called brewer's yeast, is used for fermenting malted cereals and fruit juices to produce ethanol. Depending on the type of raw material used for fermentation and the type of processing with or without distillation, Different types of alcoholic drinks are obtained. Wine and beer are produced without distillation, whereas whiskey, brandy, and rum are produced by distillation of the fermented broth. Even in industries, microbes are used to synthesize a number of products valuable to human beings. Beverages and antibiotics are some examples. Production on an industrial scale requires growing microbes in wide, very large vessels called fermenters. These fermenters provides correct or the optimal pH, temperature, aeration facilities, collecting foam, in and outlets, so that large amount of these substances can be prepared aseptically. Distillation columns causing the distillation, formation of the wine, rum, etc. on the basis of type of the distillation method used can be prepared in the large scale in the industries. Antibiotics produced by microbes are regarded as one of the most significant discoveries of the 20th century and have greatly contributed towards the welfare of the human society. Anti is a Greek word that means against and bio means life. Together they mean against life. In the context of disease-causing organism, whereas with reference to human beings, they are pro-life and not against. Antibiotics are chemical substances which are produced by some microbes and kill or retard the growth of other disease-causing microbes. Alexander Fleming, while working on Streptococcus bacteria, once observed a mold growing in one of the unwashed culture plates around which staphylococci could not grow. He found that it was due to a chemical produced by the mold and then named it penicillin after the mold Penicillium notatum. However, its full potential as an effective antibiotic was established much later by Ernest Chain and Howard Florey. This antibiotic was extremely used to treat American workers wounded in World War II. Fleming, Chain, and Florey were awarded the Nobel Prize in 1945 for their discovery. Bacterial cells are unicellular in structure. They are bounded by the outer covering called the cell wall. These medicines which are having the antibiotic structure, they do not allow the formation of the cell wall and causes the death of the organism. Microbes are used for commercial and industrial production of certain chemicals like organic acids, alcohols, and enzymes. Examples of acid producer are Aspergillus niger, which is a fungus of citric acid, Acetobacter aceti, a bacterium of acetic acid, Clostridium botulicum, a bacterium of butyric acid, and Lactobacillus, a bacterium of lactic acid. Yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, is used for commercial production of ethanol. Microbes are also used for production of enzymes. Lipases are used in detergent formation and are helpful in removing oily stains from the laundry. You must have noticed that bottled fruit juices brought from the market are clearer as compared to those made at home. This is because the bottled juices are clarified by the use of pectinases and proteases. Streptokinase, produced by bacterium Streptococcus and modified by genetic engineering, is used as a clot buster for removing clots from the blood vessels of patients who have undergone myocardial infections leading to heart attack. Enzyme actions takes place on the basis of lock and key method, which they either inhibit or do not allow others. Another bioreactive molecule, cyclosporin A, that is used as an immunosuppressive agent in organ transplant patient, is produced by the fungus Trichoderma polysporum. Statins, produced by the yeast Monococcus purpureus, have been commercialized as blood cholesterol lowering agent. It acts by completely inhibiting the enzymes responsible for synthesis of cholesterol. So, the industrial use of microbes is very high, from the beverages to the antibiotics and different type of the medicines for keeping the organism healthy. We know that large quantities of wastewater are generated every day in cities and towns. A major component of this wastewater is human excreta. The municipal wastewater is also called sewage. It contains large amount of organic matter and microbes, many of which are pathogenic. Before disposal, sewage is to be treated in sewage plants to make it less polluting. Treatment of wastewater is done by the sewage treatment with the help of heterotrophic microbes naturally present in the sewage. The treatment is carried out in two stages. Primary stages. These treatment steps basically involve physical removal of particles, large and small, from the sewage through filtration and sedimentation. The Ganga Action Plan and Yamuna Action Plan are the large-scale plant taking place in India for the removal of pollutants from the two major rivers, Ganga and Yamuna. Primary treatment: once the filtration and sedimentation is being done, the large amount of physical removal of the particle takes place. These are removed in stages. Initially, floating debris is removed by sequential filtration. Then the grit are removed by sedimentation. All solids that settle from the primary sludge and the supernatant forms the effluents. The effluents from the primary settling tank is taken for secondary treatment. Secondary treatment is a biological treatment. The primary effluent is passed into large aeration tanks where it is constantly agitated mechanically and air is pumped into it. This allows vigorous growth of useful aerobic microbes into flocks or masses of bacteria associated with fungal filament to form mesh-like structures. While growing, these microbes consume the major part of the organic matter in the effluent. This significantly reduces the biochemical oxygen demand, that is BOD, of the effluent. BOD refers to the amount of the oxygen that would be consumed if all the organic matter in 1 liter of water were oxidized by bacteria. The sewage water is treated till the BOD is reduced. The BOD test measures the rate of uptake of oxygen by microorganisms in a sample of water, and thus indirectly BOD is a measure of the organic matter present in the water. The greater the BOD of wastewater, more is its polluting potential. Once the BOD of sewage or wastewater is reduced significantly, the effluent is then passed into a settling tank where the bacterial flocks are allowed to sediment. This sediment is called activated sludge. A small part of the activated sludge is pumped back into the aeration tank to serve as the inoculum. The remaining major part of the sludge is pumped into large tanks called aerobic sludge digester. Here, other kinds of bacteria which grow anaerobically digest the bacteria and the fungi in the sludge. During its digestion, bacteria produces a mixture of gases such as methane, hydrogen sulfide, and carbon dioxide. These gases form biogas and can be used as sources of energy as it is inflammable. After watching this video, read the chapter thoroughly and then make notes, revise it again and again. If possible, near your village, try to see a biogas plant. This biogas is a very good source of energy in the villages for cooking food, for generating the electricity and doing other works. It also gives you a large amount of manure which can be used in your fields. The water released after that is free from pollutants. being educated, it is your responsibility to increase the use of, to tell the villagers to use this type of products to bring a change in your villages. Thank you.